Good morning, guys. MG here from mgcovers.com. Huge card today. NHL February the 5th, 2019 betting preview. We're going to give you a full statistical breakdown, some situational angles, and at the end, reveal our picks for today. So let's get started. First game, New York Islanders at plus 140. They have a power ranking of 118. Going on the road to play Boston, who is the favorite at minus 150 with a power ranking of 101. We do have value there. We will look at that game further. Minnesota minus 105. They come in at a power ranking of 98, going up against Buffalo at 77 at minus 105. This is a no play for us, or a game we're not going to look at for the simple reason Minnesota is a favorite. A 98 power ranking represents an underdog for us, so we're not going to pay favorite money for an underdog. Next game, St. Louis is minus 105. They have a power ranking of 107, going up against Florida, minus 105. They have a power ranking of 100. Should be a close game. Some value there. We're definitely going to look at that. LA Kings coming off a nice upset win last night. They're listed at plus 110. Still 82 power ranking for us, going up against New Jersey, minus 140 with a 93 power ranking. No value there. Next game, Carolina is at plus 145. They have a power ranking of 94. Going on the road to face the Penguins, who are at minus 175, but only a power ranking of 91. So we have value there. We'll look at that game. Vancouver plus 180, lost last night. 102 power ranking, going up against the struggling Washington Capitals, who are huge favorites in this game, minus 240, but only an 83 power ranking, going up against 102. Vancouver, definitely going to look at that game. Anaheim, bottom of the barrel for the NHL. They're at plus 160, a 65 power ranking, going on the road to play Montreal at minus 195, who has a 104 power ranking. No value there whatsoever. Next game, Vegas at minus 150. They have a 98 power ranking, going up against probably the best team in the NHL, Tampa. Huge favorite, minus 160, 118. One little tidbit about handicapping here. If you have a team that's the general public knows is really good, there's generally not a lot of value in playing them whatsoever. That's why if you'd have played Tampa every single game, you'd probably end up losing money just because they're always huge favorites and it's always big chalk. Next game, Arizona, tough loss. That was a great game last night with Dallas. They're at plus 240 today. Still at 101 on power ranking, going up against Nashville, struggling. They are minus 300, huge favorites, but only 87 power ranking for us. Definitely going to take a further look at that game. San Jose at plus 105. They come in at 104 power ranking. Winnipeg is 113 power ranking. They're the favorite at 135. Interesting about this game, these are the exact same numbers we have for this game. So if I was laying a line for this game, this would be the exact numbers I would lay for this game, so no advantage there. Columbus, an underdog at plus 105, but they're a power ranking of 112, going against Colorado, who is struggling here lately, minus 115. They're the favorite, so we got a lot of value there. Next game, the surging Chicago Blackhawks coming in at a dog at plus 120. They have a power ranking of 115. Going on the road to play Edmonton at minus 130 favorites, but only an 83 power ranking, so we definitely have an advantage there playing Chicago. Okay, money line conversions and selections. New York Islanders are listed at plus 140. We have this line at minus 145. Huge spread there. And again, so we have an advantage using our stat model, but if you watch previous videos, you can't just use stats alone. You have to look at situational angles. There's no such thing as this is a 5-star system play. You can't just look at stats alone. You have to look at situations. And so let's do that. New York Islanders 15-8 on the road. A really good road team. That might be one of the tops in the NHL. I hadn't checked that, but that's still a good road record. They also have a goalie advantage. Robin Lehner's playing lights out in the pipes here lately. His last 5 games, he's given up 2 goals, a shutout, 1 goal, and 1 goal. So our selection is going to be New York Islanders plus 140. We really like that game. Next game, St. Louis minus 105 is the line. We have the line at minus 115. You see 9%. I'm going to explain that. If you take 105, divide it by 115, you get 9%. In layman's terms, if you walked into Best Buy, and let's say you were looking at, I don't know, some headphones, and they said, hey, we got a really good deal. It's 9% off. That's not a good deal. Okay. Um, it's just not. So a lot of people do this in the stock market as well. You want to have a big margin. Like if you look at the previous game, I'd have to do the percentage on that, but that's huge. But this game, we only get 9% margin. We need at least 15% margin in order to play. So this is a no play for us. Next game, Carolina, plus 115. Did I do this right? Okay, I'll take that back. I have the game. Yes, no, that's correct. I have the game at plus 115, and the line is plus 140. Just using the stats, that would be a play. But situational angles, they have a losing record on the road. They've never played well against Pittsburgh. They also have a goalie advantage. Petey's in the pipes for the Canes. He's given up last 5 games, 4 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, and 4 goals. So that's a no play for us. Next game, Vancouver at plus 180. Our line is minus 105, but this is very important. Fatigue is a huge situational angle that you have to consider in the NHL. They're on a back-to-back, and they're playing their 3rd game in 4 days. And when teams are tired in the NHL, they play sloppy defense, which generally produces more shots on goals. Sometimes they use a backup goalie, but still, it's just not a good situation. Those teams lose, so that's a no play. You look at Arizona, even though they're huge dogs here at plus 240, we have the line at plus 100. Same exact situation there, back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 days. That's a no play. Columbus, plus 105. We have this game at minus 130. And you have to remember, we use stats from the last 10 games, but when we analyze the situational angles, Columbus has lost the last 5 games. And if you've never played sports, or I take that back, if you've played sports, even not at a professional level, maybe you've played recreation, hockey, baseball, football, etc. Think about the mentality of your team if you've lost 5 straight games. You're just not playing with a lot of confidence. You're looking around like, man, we've lost 5 games. So same thing applies to professional teams as well. So that's a no play. Finally, the surging Chicago Blackhawks, they come in at plus 120. We have this line at Chicago minus 140. Chicago's won 5 straight games. Edmonton's actually has a losing record on the road, so no advantage there. Goalies are pretty even in our opinion, but we're going to play Chicago plus 120. Those are our selections for today. New York Islanders and Chicago. Good luck. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe. Check out our website, mgcovers.com. Good luck tonight. See you guys tomorrow.